So let's discuss Kalo, this brand new update that they are proposing in beta. I do have to let you know that everything in beta is all subject to change. So this is my personal account. I can't show you the actual image, but apparently this is what they're proposing. So the big thing that you're going to see is that it's gone from average to now very slow. So very slow, you got to consider a couple of different things. So first and foremost, the stone skin issue. At average, I believe it was only 3 turns, but now going up to very slow, his stone skin is going to be at 5 turns. For 5 turns, as soon as Kalo goes off, it is now going to be making it so this character receives stone damage, which reduces everything to 1, as well as makes it so that you can't dispel it. So this includes all tiles, all damage going to it for 5, the next 5 times that they receive damage. So on one hand, you're getting the issue from average to now very slow, but on the other hand, you're getting a huge buff, which makes it so that for 5 turns, for 5 times that he's hit, next 5 times, it's going to reduce it to 1. I don't think that people realize how important and how relevant that is, because when you're going to use Kalo, most importantly, is probably going to be on the very fast tournaments, and he's also competing against revivers like Mother North or like Schemedale, stuff like that. Also a big one is going to be Franz as well too. So there's already a lot of really oppressive characters that are in 4 stars that you can be using, especially in green. But he's definitely going to get a huge buff in the very fast tournaments, which is probably when he's most likely going to be used, because when you consider this character, you want him to be going off essentially when your characters are dead. So having the ability to just be casting the special skills of the fallen allies, paired him with dead allies and stuff like that, you actually don't really mind it so much that he's going to be going to very slow. So the question of the day, is it fair? I think that personally this character was overpowered. I explained that it was overpowered from the very beginning. Being a 4-star, I don't think we can really do the whole money grab thing, because I mean, essentially anybody that needed to get Kalo could get Kalo pretty easily. So it's not like this specific 5-star that you had to spend a whole bunch to try and get. They made this character way overpowered. We knew it was overpowered. I think that something does need to get done in terms of nerfing this character. I'm not sure if very slow is going to be the course of action that should have been done to it. Maybe we compromise on slow, but I still think that it really doesn't change it that much, and it's probably not getting that nerfed if it goes to very slow, because it's going to actually be better. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Kalo. Is this justified? Is it not? But I really appreciate it. Give me the feedback, and we're going to continue playing on. We're going to go into the beta account and everything like that too, so make sure you check that out. So what do you guys think? I'm going to pull up the chat now. What do you guys think of everything with it? Let me do it. Sorry about the issue with the music. Turn down your music. Wow, that's a good way to make sure I get a whole bunch of comments. Nerf doesn't seem too bad. Tell and Vila were made useless. I 100% agree. Gonna watch JD and Amber Turd live stream when bumper this straight. Well, I'm glad that you hung out with us instead. You just get to listen to my turd instead. That's how you make money. Let players chase competitive here, take the money and nerf them. So I normally I'm the first one to go and call them out on this. I don't think that that was this one. And just as a heads up, should you level up Kalo or not? Yes or no? Still absolutely. The character's insane. Still very good, whether it be it very slow or not. I do definitely intend on leveling him up if I don't get lazy. But that doesn't scare me off too much. Stone Skin is too much of a game changer for passive ability. I agree. Music gives you PTSD. I'm so sorry. All nerfs should only be made in beta. I agree. What season 1 hero does he think 1600? So I'm talking about a season 1 hero with leveled up and limit broken is what I meant, Bobby. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. Lapicia's gonna shine. Can you tell anything? King Skills, we don't know anything about Soul Exchange. Hey, King Skills, can you do me a huge favor? Casey's in here. Can you get Casey added to Anchor Cove, King Skills? Streamer girls recommend. Oh my gosh. How did you guys not do this? There's a bunch of moderators in here. Oh. It's not 1 damage over 5 turns. Yeah, no, it's the next 5 times they're hit. Yep, I fix it. For very so Kayla, even more than average, right? Yep. See your hero if you. Oh yeah, the dispel's undispellable. Yep. 5 turns of the undispellable stone skill. He's gonna be kind of unkillable and rush, slamming the tiles, and we'll only charge him again. Yep. Yeah, it's not so much of a nerf as what people think. Personally, I'm tired of lower star heroes being so OP that they use in meta for the next level up. I don't know, Canuck. I mean, that's actually a good thing. Like, is it worth it now? It's kind of it's kind of interesting. You know what I mean? It's I kind of like it when characters like Trevel are making their way into very fast tournaments. All right. Sorry, Anchor looked away on this post. It's all good. All right, so let's get into Horus. How about that? And then I'll dive into my beta account. April, what's the name to look up? So it's Casey. I'll tell you. So I told Casey to stick around. Yeah, April, you can also add too. All right, let's do that. Boom. All right. All right. Do you think Arco is safe to work on? Yes, I do. Seeing as a stone skin is based off mana seed, should they duration of each not skin to 1? Yeah, I think honestly, Snake Pit, that's what they should do with stone skin. Is make very fast. You can make it to 1. It doesn't need to be 5 turns. 100% Snake Pit. April, can you add Casey, please? Also Darian could also add too. All right, so let's discuss Horus, the brand new character that was just released yesterday. People are wondering, is it good? Is it bad? What's the situation here? So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at the passive ability, which I'll put that on so we can read this too. Effects on special skill, 40% chance to perform the following actions when this character casts a special skill. Deals 70% damage to all enemies, and all enemies get 34% attack, a negative 34% attack for 3 turns. What I love about this is that this character runs it very fast and has the potential of dealing an additional 70% damage to all enemies and also decreasing their attack for 3 turns. So a lot of times people don't look at the actual passive abilities, but I love this passive ability, especially being it very fast. So you almost have, it's like almost a 50% chance to where you're dealing at very fast 275% damage to the target and nearby enemies. So keep in mind this isn't minor damage to them as well. And this is just this character at level 80. So in comparison to Kalo that we just saw, these stats are pretty similar to Kalo, unlimit broken and no emblems. So still a big difference when you compare it to other characters. So Sun Family also has a 10 or 20% chance to also give minus 35% accuracy for 2 turns and 98 burn damage over 2 turns. And if it defeats it, it goes from 50 to 75. So an additional accuracy decrease and burn damage. Again, this is at very fast speed. D, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the support. Thank you, D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So in terms of the character, dealing 2 of 5 damage to target nearby enemies, reduces the max health of the target nearby enemies by 110 for each for 3 turns. Max health can't go lower than 30% of the original max health. So this honestly is pretty close to what we've saw with like Gravemaker-ish a little bit. So let me go look at that real quick. Oddly enough, I probably didn't think of that comparison when we really kind of looked at this. So 135 plus the 298 burn damage. So as we can see, substantially more damage up front. 298. So when we look at our homie over here, 110 for 3 turns. So obviously the pretty close in terms of damage. Now the whole thing of it is with Horus is it has a whole bunch of extra abilities, plus Gravemaker is going to be dealing more damage to enemies that are green. So there is that factor of things. Can't gain health back, and not to mention the Barbarian. Pros and cons. Horus, I think this is a good character. It's definitely not a bad character. Something that could be used. I'm not overly impressed with it, just because I think that we have a little bit better heroes that are going to be doing a little bit more damage. Not to mention this is a target nearby enemies, but the one thing that Horus does have is it has bonkers passives, as well as the Sun family. That's also really good too. So you could also be impacting their accuracy. But I think that there's a little bit too much of the roll of the dice for me to make it a safe bet on offense. And a character like Horus, I'd probably want to be running at fast speed at the bare minimum, because I'd want Horus to be paired with like Jackal, you know what I mean? Or White Rabbit, to where they're giving the defensive down. So you do the defensive down plus Horus situation. So overall, I like Horus. I don't think that it's absolutely essential. I do have to let you guys know that this is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I'd really appreciate if you guys check the link in the description to download Raid Shadow Legends. If you guys are liking the free content here, I'd really appreciate if you just take a little bit of time to check it out, play the game, because this is essentially what keeps all the content here on the channel free. They've been supporting the stream for a long time, and it really, really, really means a lot to me, especially if you've been watching the content and you want to contribute. Maybe you don't have money, so do me a favor, check out Raid Shadow Legends. I'm going to be playing it in a little bit. You're going to see live gameplay from Raid Shadow Legends, so you can check the game out, see if it's something that you want. So make sure you watch that content when I'm finished talking about all the Empires and Puzzles stuff going on right now. So an overall picture on a Horus. Would I level up Horus? If you get him, not a bad character. Don't be upset. But not something that would be going over the top to try and get in season 5. So that's kind of my rundown on Horus. Run Raid Shadow Legends, where have you been? Miss you. So I'm in the other one, Canuck. I'm in the other one. What do you guys think of Horus? Let me know in the chat. So let's do this. Okay, so let's do another chat. I like this. These are fun. Let's do another poll. Why don't you guys vote in the poll? Yeah, I went down. Horus looks awesome. All right. How about some beta content, guys? Let's log in and check out some beta content. That one. So I'm gonna go through all the heroes that are going on in beta right now. I can't. I don't think I'll have time to play. Definitely won't have time to play. But I'm going to discuss the brand new beta content heroes that just came out as well too. So you guys can take a look at this. Let me just triple check. Give me 1 second. I just need to change that. So this is my regular account. So let's do that. All right. So first up on the list is Narcissa. Narcissa. So they have different. I wish I could find a way to show you guys the abilities here. So as far as the passive, mana increase reduction reduces the amount of mana increased by special skills by 50%. This effect applies to all heroes in the battle. So reduces the amount of mana increased by special skills by 50%. That's pretty crazy. Huh. So if they are increasing their mana, so characters like Xenofold, if they go off, it's going to reduce it by 50%. That's pretty interesting. They also have the Bard family, which I wish I would have grabbed those screenshots so I could have just shown you. But they supports other families. So all heroes with no other heroes of the same family in the team get 5% mana generation. So members that have this are challenge events. So it supports other families with an additional 5%. I don't know how that's going to roll out, but it'll be pretty interesting to see what ends up happening. As far as her ability, her stats are pretty insane, 944. So keep in mind, this is her limit broken at 85, as well as with her talent tree all the way up to 20. So this is max. Deals 200 damage to all enemies. The duration of status effects resets for all enemies, and all enemies get minus 34% attack for 3 turns. So this is a really cool character. Being able to reset any of the ailments that they have on their heroes, that's pretty cool. I do like that quite a bit. Pretty interesting character for sure. Next up on the list, this is brand new heroes. Let's do this. Secret on, boom. This is Riss. Fast speed, has the same passive, which reduces the mana like Xenofold to where if they go off. So this alters the power of all holy shields on the board when an attacking hero casts a special. The shields become enhanced and give 37% more mana. When a defending hero casts the special, the shield becomes weakened and gives them 30% less mana. So it's a mana increasing hero on holy shields, and all allies get 34% attack and further 2% increase for each holy shield up to 58% attack. Cleanses status elements from all allies. So Riss is definitely an important character for going with the brand new with the Titans, because right now the only attack hero up is going to be costume. It's a 3-star costume. Kalani is the only one that gives basic attack increase. So I do like this quite a bit. Pretty interesting character for sure. Gonna be definitely used on Titans. And next up, we have Winniefred. Stats wise, amazing health. It's hard to do comparison because I remember what stats are basic, but pretty bonkers in general. So this has a different new passive ability, and this passive reduces the effect of defensive ailments by minus 50%. This effect to all heroes in the battle. So reduces the effect of defense ailments by 50%. So if you getting 32% defensive decrease, it's going to instead change it to 16%, which this is all heroes on the battle. So I don't know how good that's going to be, especially if you're trying to give them defensive down. So deals 380% damage to the target. The attack chains through all enemies at slow speed. Okay, and all hit targets get minus 54% attack for 5 turns. All hit targets are immune to new status effect buffs for 5 turns. Yeah, so this is pretty insane. Not to mention it's only at slow. 380% damage. You're pretty much doing 380 to all enemies, and they're all getting 50% attack decrease, and also immunity to status effect buffs. This is probably a little bit too overpowered. But yeah, that's she's insane. Winniefred is bonkers. Okay. And then this is another new one. This is Phoenicia. Passive, this is a new passive, reduces the chance of revival by 50%. I love that. This effect applies to all heroes in the battle. So this is going to be really relevant on the very fast tournaments and stuff like that. So being able to give minus 50% a chance to revive is going to be super relevant on offense. Recovers 40% health for all allies. The duration of the buff is reset for all allies. So anything that they have buffs on, it's going to get reset. And then all allies get 30% critical chance for 4 turns, and all allies get 50% attack for 4 turns. So just an infinitely better version of Ares. Yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be really good on Titans as well too. Another great Titan hero to be using. 40% health is definitely relevant too. So I do like this character. Okay, now we that's a 4-star. All right, so let's get into so these are ones that were added. So these are the costume versions that are brand new. So so this is Freya costume that's going to be coming out soon. Summons a Raven minion, each ally 30% and 10% attack inherited. So 20 versus 20. The regular version's at 20. The new version's 30 and 10. So the Raven minion on the new one gets 240% attack to all its owner's minions. So it's just a Raven minion. And all allies get 50% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage for 3 turns. I do like that it is not minion dependent on the dodge. 50% dodge is going to be super annoying. So Freya being able to add minions as well as dodge at 50% is going to be pretty gross. Versus the 30% defense. Yeah, so just an insane amount more attack and dodge. Freya is going to be pretty sweet. Definitely pretty sweet. Okay. Wow. All right. Next up, we have Sif costume. Sif costume is going to increase the mana of the caster and nearby allies by 20%. Caster and nearby allies counterattack with 135% damage for 4 turns, and caster and nearby allies reduce all received damage by 40% for 4 turns. So the biggest difference is now she's setting herself up to where she's increasing mana. Reduces all received damage by 40% for 4 turns. So a little bit. So it's pretty much just switching around the mana generation. This is just the custom version is going to automatically give the mana to them. Guys, if you haven't already, please do me a favor and just like the video. And if you're not subscribed, I think that's just kind of like a general thing. You should just be subscribed. Don't be that guy. All right. Boom. All right. This is Schemedale costume. Recovers 44% health for all allies. Each fallen ally has 50% chance to get revived with 20% HP, and all allies get the 50% attack. So obviously the biggest issue, the biggest thing is the boosted health. So it no longer has boosted health, but instead of 20%, it's 50% and 20% HP. So a much higher chance of revival versus the boosted health. I still probably would want to use the boosted health, especially because on the slow tournaments you really need the boosted health going up against the like the Alfreaky situation. So you've got a high revive with like Mother North, and then you've got Schemedale. But I do love that it's at 50% now, which is pretty crazy still regardless. Next up is Scotty costume. 320 damage to the target nearby enemies. The damage is increased by 35% per each dead enemy. All enemies receive the frost damage and then the minus mana generation. So obviously the really big draw to using regular Scotty is being able to so 220 damage increased by 50% per each dead enemy. See, does that apply? Okay, so it still has, so it's just more damage. So the biggest difference between a regular version is going to be target nearby versus all enemies, which I think I like the all enemy portion to Scotty better. Damage is increased by 35 per each dead enemy. I think I like regular version of Scotty better. All right. Let's see if Baldor is playable. Average speed, 400% damage to the target, still at average. Boosts the health of caster. Wow, boosts health of caster by 850. Wow, that's pretty intense. All allies resist mana reduction for as long as so we can't reduce any of the mana. And then deals 185 damage to a random enemy each turn as long as the caster has been boosted health. Wow. All right, so 850 now. So versus 1,000. Whereas the first part is just to a random enemy. So one of the biggest issues that we had with Baldor was the fact of it being a random enemy at first. So this is pretty great because it's a specific target. Maybe we're worried about the 850, but I do like that it is a specific target that could potentially remove his mana, or sorry, remove his life. So, and reduce mana reduction. And 165. So it's more damage. It's just a lot more damage. Baldor is pretty sweet. I like this character a lot. I've liked it, but the randomness was too much of an issue. I do like that it's now 400%. That's pretty annoying. And then 185 to a random enemy each turn. That's a substantial amount. Huh. Baldor is pretty cool. You could definitely make a team around Baldor. Okay, let's fly through this. All right, I think this is the last 5-star up. So we got Gefron costume, which her whip got a serious change. It was pretty funny. They just switched the sides where the whip's at, but you can't really see that, but I'm looking at that. Fast speed destroys all minions from the target and nearby enemies, deals 335% damage to the target and nearby enemies. So a situation that I love, destroying the minion first, getting rid of the minion first, and then damage, where it's only target and target. So this is going to be quite useful. 335 damage to target nearby enemies is going to be useful. And not to mention, she's now a fighter class for sure. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's end this. All right, so it's funny with the poll, everybody was pretty split. That's pretty cool. So 53% said obviously they like Horus, and some are not impressed. Meh. So it's about 50-50. Interesting. All right, moving on, we have, I love this picture of this guy. You can't see it, but it's really sweet. So Golem Bursty costume. All allies regenerate 612 over 4 turns. Gaster gets 35% attack, further increase. We know all that. So it's just a substantial amount of life increase, but it is not boosted, which does go against him. So I like regular Golem Bursty over costume version. Boosted health is definitely relevant. So we have, this is a new 4-star. It's fast speed, deals 350% damage to the target. The duration of status ailments is reset for all enemies. So it resets all the ailments and at fast speed. I like this, pretty cool, pretty interesting. All right, I think that was, oh, yes, this as well too. So we have Smoothie costume. So that's regular version. The new version deals 320% damage to the target and nearby enemies. Each hit has 70% accuracy. So only 30% decrease, and damage is increased 85 per each dead enemy. So, this one. So the difference between the two, substantial amount more damage. Gosh, I keep doing that. .70 accuracy. Oh my gosh, my fat thumbs. Same amount. All right, so a little bit less. Okay, interesting. Oh, I didn't turn that on. After finished Valhalla, I've done a bunch of summits in the past, so here I'm not chasing the new costume. Can't keep up with new content. I'm right there with you, Vince. All right, I don't think I missed any of those. Just a couple more costumes. All right, so this one's new as well too. So this is Bjorn costume. 180 to the target, deals 380% damage to a random enemy. Each hit has minus 24% mana generation for 3 turns. 200 versus 350, 180 versus 380. So definitely a lot more damage on the random. It's not you. All right, so we got Bee Buddy. Cavasier summons a bee minion. Poison damage. It's just going to be variations between the two. Nothing too crazy. Is that it? Oh, you already had. All right, I think that's it, guys. Yeah, I think that's all the heroes. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna play a little bit of Raid Shadow Legends. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would do me a huge favor, because honestly, I'm being so honest with you guys. This is kind of what keeps me employed and making content. If I don't have the support of you guys checking out the other content, it makes it so it's very difficult to play this game, or to make content for Empires and Puzzles. So one thing I really like about Raid Shadow Legends, they have a mercy system that's in place. And so you're guaranteed to get legendary characters if you do X amount. And it also increases your odds per shard. So you don't even need to get all the way through while it is just continuously adding new shards for you. So we also, I want to show you guys this. This is like the clan boss. So this is like a Titan hit. So I'm gonna go and collect my stuff. So like I said, I know there's a lot of new people that have just checked out the stream for the first time. All you gotta do is you just gotta scan this code right up here to the top left, and that's what gives me the credit. Or you can also go and check this out as well too. I'm gonna post it. April says tried it and hated it. Sorry. That's amazing. Thank you so much, April. April, that means the world to me. That really truly means the world to me. So all you gotta do is just click that link right there. I'm not asking you guys to get super involved. You don't have to go through it, but I would just really appreciate it if you just try it, because a lot of people have just tried it and they really, really like it. All right. Done chasing too many nerfs. Do you like Bjorn costume? Bjorn costume is pretty sweet. King Skills, you checked out Raid, yep. If we've done it before through each channel, will it still work? Possibly. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you, Snakebit. What? No? Are you Snakebit? No. No? No, battery's still going for right now. Maybe it's also too because it's the Canon battery, but I don't feel like that was charging that long. Put them away charged. See me, Marcita. Yeah, you used to have. Yeah, King Skills got into it. Too old for it, she says. It's all good. So one of the things, yeah, Prez definitely is checked out. One of the things is really cool. We're playing the game, as you can see. And I'm not doing anything, chat. They've really, what I really love about Raid is they have like very sophisticated systems in place. So you know how annoying it is. If you ever try and do anything auto on Empires and Puzzles, you know that it's going to make the incorrect moves 90% of the time. So you can actually set yourself up to where it will, you can set up kind of commands that it will do certain things at certain times. So you, like for instance, in Empires and Puzzles, you can set it so that white hair won't cast defensive, will cast defensive down first before another character goes off. So you can set that up with your heroes as you set your team up, and you can run it on auto, so it will know that you want to run specific hero specials or champion specials, how they call it, at a specific time based on the criteria based on within your team. So they always try and like put in elements that make it way more user friendly, so your whole time isn't spent just not doing random things that aren't smart. King says, I'm still sad you and your wife not playing Mech Arena much. I'm sorry. Yeah, left me for that other game. Yeah, it's funny, we actually stayed up till 2 last night competing in the tournament. They have like a cash prize tournament that we were competing in, and we did pretty good actually. You had to play 30 ranked matches, and we ended up winning 25 of them. So we did pretty good on Call of Duty last night. Anchor, baby Anchor started full on walking on his own, probably be swimming to earn his name. That's awesome, Vince. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Anchor, try to get sponsored by the new mobile game Diablo Immortal. Unfortunately, I wouldn't play a game Diablo, just more for like religious reasons. You know, it's funny, it's like I grew up playing Diablo as a kid. I love playing Diablo, but especially on my channel and stuff like that, don't really want to be playing anything that's like literally glorifying the devil. I don't know, for some reason that's just like, it's a weird one. When I was playing a different game that was sponsored by me, they had the best group in the world called Diablo 2, and they tried to recruit us and stuff like that, and they were very good. And just because of their name, I just couldn't say that I'd play on Diablo. I don't know. Unfortunately, I will not be playing Diablo Immortal, which is sad because I really liked Diablo. I heard that they came out with what's it called, Apex Legends. Who wants $40 billion? I guess nobody. Kill the devil, right? That's funny. All right, so I want to show you guys this. This is another thing that I really love about this. Oh, that's so cool. They have super raids and faction wars too. All right, so they have what's called super raids. Again, another just really smart thing. Is it in here? I'll collect that. Where can I go right now? Can I super raid in here? No? Oh, cool. So they have super raids. So this is so cool. They allow you to do multiple battles for one battle. So right now I'm going to go battle right now. And then it's going to count for 2 battles. So like imagine farming, but it counts for double. And then they also have like the auto farm feature stuff like we're used to in Empires and Puzzles. But just the way to automatically do it is pretty sweet. Gave me some of that 40 billion doll hairs. Yeah, that's funny. In Diablo, you fight against the devil with angels alongside. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about it. I mean, maybe I'll pray about it, Retro. Something comes up. Probably, honestly, stuff like that is probably something I'd want to be playing with Sharon, and I don't think that she'd want to do that. Diablo. Yeah, she's kind of like, meh. I'm kind of the same. Meh. I don't know. What would I do with $40 billion? I don't know. Help a lot of people. In real life, we fight the devil every day, so don't want to make it a game. It's serious. It is serious, not a game. Devil sucks. That's cool. So I love this, being able to just do that. Boom. Stage selection. I'll go fight this again. And super raids. Boom. Done. Anchor, you're religious. Would you say the devil is a necessary evil? I would say so. Yeah. I'd say the devil is necessary. Would you say the devil's necessary? Shani? Is the devil necessary? Is the devil necessary? Say the devil is a necessary evil. You don't think so? I think so. I think it's necessary to have the devil. Yeah, I guess necessary for what? I guess that's a better question. You would max every game you play? What do you mean, King Skills? I think you need the devil, right? Not in your life. I think the devil needs to exist. Because without the devil, what do you know what's good?
Baby? Is this coming from the English version again?
No, this is just perspective. I don't know. Because how would you know what is sin without the devil?
The law is what makes, baby, this is a way deeper.
I know, this is like way too much.
Yeah, for now.
I'm trying to,
He has a role.
that's what I'm saying. He has a role. Interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that. Yeah, see, without the devil, religion wouldn't exist at all. But no, I mean, it's not the same. Yeah, exactly.
Would still exist, but would exist without the first mistake of sin. So it would exist for the glory and worship of God.
Sure. Kind of like our cops in necessary evil if we didn't have cops speeding through school zones. Yeah. Do people need guidelines not to kill their own parents? No, I don't think I think it's more than that. All right, guys, I have to fly because I have to go and pick up my little baby human, but I'd really appreciate it if you guys click that link right there and check out Raid Shadow Legends. It would really mean a lot to me. Check the game out. One of the features I love is that when you download it, you can use your 3 stars and bring them all the way up to 6 stars. So you're not just confined to just the characters you get. So for instance, I'll just show you really quick. This is Kale. This is the character you're going to want to pick as soon as you download the game. And then you can see he's actually level 6 star and maxed out. And he's one of my best characters altogether as a whole. And so I'll show you guys even. So this is his reviews. So best is 5 stars. So you actually get this character as soon as you download the game. And this is with him maxed out. Great character. So I really appreciate you guys. Check out Raid Shadow Legends. Left the link in the description. Gotta fly. I'm gonna be back again here real soon. I think there's something coming up that's important. I will have the hero breakdown for the brand new hero of the month, so that will be coming out as well too. So I really appreciate it. I want to talk about all these stuff, but you're gonna have to catch me on another time because I literally have to leave right now, or I'm gonna be late to get live. So come hang out on the next stream. Bring all these questions up. We'll talk about God, the devil, talking about guilty for abortions, all that kind of stuff like that. Happy to talk about it. And what is the Kalo Nerf? David, I already did it in the very beginning of the video, so just scroll back and you're going to see when I talk about it, David. And I go through a whole bunch of stuff. So you're going to want to see this episode. God bless you all. Thank you, April. I will see you guys on the next video for show.